Hello, and welcome to the Isle of Misfit Rolls, a 5e D&D actual play, where the only difference between heroes and villains is perspective. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and don't forget, you can catch this episode on YouTube later on this week, and on Sunday on podcast services around the globe. And tonight, we are joined by our usual cast of characters. Up in that top left square, we have the nobleman of note-taking. Playing our hobgoblin fighter, Tavruk, we have Jake.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's a lovely Tuesday.
And in the top right, we have the Queen of Slice and Dice herself, playing as Tally, our sticky finger rogue. We have Jenny.
Hello.
And in that middle left, keeping the stream running on the ones and twos, playing as our divination wizard Almus, we have Adam.
I beat Elden Ring in 17 minutes.
So good.
And in that middle square, causing that vortex and rolling those ones and twos, playing as the true evil character in this campaign, our human blood hunter, Aviana. Hi, Erica.
I think I've played like 17 minutes of Elden Ring. I want to play more, but I'm very lazy and won't pull my PS4 back
Could have
out.
beat it by now.
17
Right?
minutes.
No, but you think I could have. You think so. You forget how bad I am at video games.
That's true.
I would have beat the man. I would have beat my arch enemy, so that would have been something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in that middle right, the vet that keeps the DM in check, playing as our beloved trash panda Bach, we have Gray.
Who has time for Elden Ring? It's D&D time right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's valid.
And as your DM in that top middle square, I'm Mike, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
But
Mike.
if I want to know what happened last week, where would I go?
You'd come to me. Right here. Jake, the man who takes good notes. I was already on the right page. Last week, when we played this lovely game, our campaign here on the Isle of Misfit Rolls, we were in the town of Elk Moore, where we were hatching an elaborate plan to both reunite two star-crossed lovers through the power of dance. We enacted our plan swiftly and ferociously, where we made it a point to ensure that the previous person who was trying to force lovely Sori to marry him, Ulrich, was out of town. We discovered that he wasn't actually. He was just chilling in the woods. We're going to deal with that later. And one of the guards was thoroughly disrespected by our lovely raccoon. We also enacted part 2 of the plan, where Tabruk and Tali were purposefully caught pretending to enact their elaborate plan to marry Sori, to steal the town, get rid of the old regime, and be the new folks around here. So we were just overheard by the mayor and Sori when our episode last week ended. So will our plan finally go off without a hitch? Will Ulrich lurking in the woods throw a wrench into our lovely ideas? Will Bevan be able to defeat Tabruk, aka Lord Glasser, in a dance-off? Find out on this week's episode of the Isle of Misfit Rolls.
Forever.
And welcome back. Thank you for that recap, Jake, and thank you for that lovely video. And so last we left off, Mayor Linger and Junior Mayor Linger were huddled together outside of the room, overhearing this dastardly plot of one Lord Glacier and one priestess.
Whose name was never asked
I bet
for.
she's not a priestess at all.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
And so, as Mayor Linger looks at Sori, she's like, "Oh, Father, what can we do? There's only one thing." He goes, "Shh. Daughter, I know exactly what to do. Speak of this to no one, as I have a plan. A plan so dastardly it cannot fail. They may think they're so smart with their super secret plan, but I indeed have a super secret plan
God.
that cannot fail. Now go, daughter, keep up impressions. I will strike when the time is ready. Now go.
Oof.
I must prepare." And he runs off. Sorry's just like, wait, and looks at the door, and he just goes, a wink, and then walks away.
Did she? I know the door is closed and we can't sit. Did she wink at a closed door? And say the word wink?
Yeah, I mean, I was still looking through. I think I was still looking through Esme's eyes, so I don't.
You were just talking to me. We just finished the conversation, so I would hope you weren't. Because you can't hear me if you're in Esme's eyes, so you wouldn't be able to have a conversation with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think
isn't
you were
it-
just
isn't-
waiting
wait.
for the approach of
To
the two.
be fair, doesn't she pick eyes or sight and lose one sense, and so she's using her eyes, she can
No,
still
I
hear
think
you?
you're fully in that body.
Yeah, it's both.
Oh.
And so
Oh.
the mayor has run off. Looks like he's headed to his study. And Sori Linger's just kind of like does a couple dance moves as she goes down the hallway and then stops, says to nobody, "We mustn't," and then continues on her walk.
Yeah,
More
this bitch
regally
is
towards the
great.
stairs.
But she's great.
I love it.
And so yeah, Sori heads down the stair. Not down the stair. Sorry, heads to her room on the other opposite end of the hall.
That seems like it went pretty well. She seemed to say the word wink at the door, so I mean, I guess that's good. Cool.
I mean, sorry, I was chatting. My bad. Yeah, I mean, what was the rest of the plan? Was it to just wait here and
No, go to dinner.
But how long till dinner? I look at my watch that doesn't exist.
Right now, Rev.
It's just a tiny little
Through the power of time travel, it's right now.
So yeah,
It's other things.
the feast would be a couple hours away. So, but
Okay.
if nobody has anything they want to do, we are more than able to fast forward there. What is the team mercenary doing currently? We have confirmed that Bach was going to be heading for the tallest roof, which would be the mayor's manor.
We
And then
also
they can-
made sure that the cart is ready to go.
The card has been word has been sent to Xavier
Yeah.
Junior.
and whatnot.
He's got it all prepped so that when it's time for us to flee town, we flee town with all of our belongings.
Yep.
I think that's it. Almas and I plot out who's watching which parts of the perimeter, and
Yeah, believe Bach's on the manor, so he has a big 360 view up above. And then
Mhm.
me and Aviana were, I guess, walk. Again, I'm assuming the feast is like in his front driveway, his front yard, right? I'm assuming
Yes.
like that gathering area. So yeah, well, then we would
Yes.
just do a back and forth, like a
In between the guest house area and the manor itself, yes.
Yep.
But there is also for the higher echelon of the townsfolk, and where Sori and Lord Glacier and the priestess and people a part of his entourage would be inside that main front foyer of the manor.
Yeah, so I assume the perimeter for us, again, we can all communicate to each other if we see old boy show up and be a punk bitch. But basically, looking at our map down here, Manor's on the south side. There's forests to the left and to the north, or I guess the west and the north. So me and Aviana do alternating U's, like in front of the manor, that kind of an area. You know what I'm talking about? Like just cover that whole left and north side, and of course on the east as well. But just like a big U back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you're just kind of skirting the grounds.
Yeah, close to the party.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah. Again, we're basically protecting the party. So when he shows up, or if he shows up, then we can get him before. He
Is
gets
it going to
the
be dark into the woods when we're? Is it? Wait, no, it's dinner, so it's not going to be night.
Yeah, how late?
It'll be like
okay, never
the
mind.
feast will start when the sun is still up, but as the feast goes on, it will settle into like a sunset for like dessert time.
Are we going to need dark vision? Is my question.
I mean, I've got it already.
There's lots of torches around because you have to remember, majority of the people attending, yes, there is a mixture of human, half elf, and elven in this area. So, but for like all the humans and half elf don't have dark vision. For some reason, I'm blank. Do elves even have standard elves have dark vision?
I mean, either way, they would still probably have candles.
Yes,
on
there's
the
lots of
table
lighting and
somewhere.
torches and
Aviana's got goggles.
Yeah, I have I forgot I have Walmart night vision goggles.
Yes,
So I'm gonna probably when it starts to get to the point where the forest is too dark for me to see into, I'll put them on. I should probably add those to my inventory because I don't have them in here.
Yeah, you got
Yes, yes, you should.
Maybe.
alrighty. So, is there anything pre-feast that anybody would like to do?
I do spend some time doing some brewing for about an hour to change up a mutagen.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that at the guest house, no problem. No one would bug you in there.
Making sure all my artificer infusions are active.
And once it got to like 2 hours towards feast time, Frederick wouldn't be gone and would stop bringing you guys refreshments. He has other things to attend to.
He doesn't know where I am. I'm like a ninja.
Tarugo just working on like soft showing a little bit, you know. Just like hitting like some
during this time,
shuffles.
can I do like a short rest to do like arcane recovery?
Yeah, Tavrook and Tally are pretty much holed up in Tavrook's quote-unquote dressing room / his room in the manor. And the odd time you have somebody coming knocking, asking if you need anything and that kind of thing. But other than that, you guys are pretty much chilling there for like at least 2 hours. So you would be like the only like active thing you've done is hold your little stage performance of Door Whispers.
I think at some point during this time, even though I'm going to be using disguise self during the dinner, I am going to be using a disguise kit to make myself look different.
Okay.
In case I have to drop my disguise, I don't want people to know it's me.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity, like I guess that would be a sleight of hand style. Yeah, it would probably be a dexterity, and I'll let you throw in proficiency just because I'm nice. So it should come pretty close to your like.
He wants our plan to succeed.
Basically, your acrobatics.
Yeah, as long as you don't have expertise or anything on it, then yeah.
Oh no, you're not even proficient in acrobatics. Never mind. So just +7.
Yeah. Yeah, you do +7 plus your roll.
I will use
Are you proficient with disguise kit?
Yes. I'm a rogue. Of course I am. It's a 12 plus 7 would be some 19. That'd be some math.
Okay. And so, yeah. Seems pretty good. You've got your robe, so worse comes to worse, if you were to drop your look, you still do have the actual physical robe.
I'm not. For some reason, I'm proficient.
Not every rogue gets it.
I think you have to select it. You have Thieves' Tools proficiency.
Yeah.
But it also says Rogue. So So you may have chosen 3 thieves' tools twice.
What? It says under my proficiency tools, dice set thieves tools. Yeah.
Yes, but
rogue,
under thieves'
rogue.
tools, when you
Okay.
mouse over, it says rogue.
Huh.
Hmm.
I'll have to double check that. I really thought I know I have a kit.
Do you?
Have it, not proficient.
I was
That
gonna say, I
feels
don't.
right.
Oh no, I
No,
don't.
no, you don't.
You don't
I
even have a
was
disguise kit.
operating
forgery
this
kit.
whole time under the impression that I had one.
Whoops.
No, you have a forgery kit.
I guess whenever I first started playing this, I hadn't played D&D before. Not really, and I guess
Just
that
proficiency equals having a kit. Yeah.
yeah.
So if
So
you
you're
want,
still
you
gonna-
can get some makeups and stuff like that from. Like if you ask for things, like you could easily ask the
Stories, yeah.
attendants for like basic stuff. So I'll let you roll for it. You roll if you would like. I'll let you re-roll. But yeah, we'll just add a +3
Dexterity?
to it, and that's
No,
it.
I want to use that 12 I had before.
Okay,
Take
So-
4 away from it.
that'll put. So you'll go up to a 15
15.
with
Yeah.
it. Okay, and your robes are physical robes, correct? They're not illusionary because you did
yes.
have a fancy set of robes from
Yes,
priest.
We've
but
stolen many sets of
I had
robes.
made it look like Lunas robes.
No, they
not
were Lunas,
Lunas.
and you made it look like Ignis, I believe.
Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe
Because they were
that's
Lunas
it.
robes you got them from, I believe.
They were
Okay,
part of
that
the
might
stuff
be
you
right.
stole from the two.
I
So,
don't
but
know,
you
that was
could
so long
always try to
ago, I
bullshit your
can't
way and
remember.
say, like, because this is going into the nighttime, you thought it would be better to wear Lunas robes or something.
Well, yeah,
What's the
'cause I
illusion?
wouldn't have had my fucking disguise kit, so I wouldn't have been able to do anything to it. My whole character is a fraud.
You're a rogue.
Yeah, you're a rogue.
Oh no, like my
You
whole
just-
character
you
is a
just rogued
lie.
Mike. You rogued Mike and you rogued the people in the game.
Yeah.
No,
All right, well, let's not worry about that right now.
Yeah, not important.
And so,
It
yeah,
is,
so mercenary group, you've just got your post, you've got the
Were
raccoon
we
on the
going
roof.
to go and threaten Ulrich beforehand, or were we gonna leave him be? I forget. Leaving him
y'all
be?
told me to leave him be.
Yeah,
so
my
I
problem is that he had a 6-hour head start, and there's literally miles of forest,
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
and I can't
I
find
just
him
forgot.
specifically with magic.
Done. We're good.
Yeah.
Did you want to? No, Scry is a high. Too high
I did
level
use
spell
Scribe,
to
but
use.
I don't. It doesn't tell me where he is.
Yeah. But you choose again closer, like in the middle of our
Use
patrol.
again? Let's probably
Yeah,
save
no,
that one
too,
just
too
in
expensive.
case.
Yeah. That's why I was like, do we?
Yeah, let's save that.
I'd be okay. We can take the time if you want to use a scrying spell.
No,
No,
Mike,
no,
it's
no,
fine.
What's that, a 5th level?
Actually, I
The
can't
spell-
scry on.
yeah, the-
I can't scry on
spell
someone
slots.
twice in the same day, anyways.
Oh wow. I mean, fair.
Uh-oh.
That's Rex. Oh.
I thought it was only if they failed. You can't try again until 24 hours later. Was it a success too?
Oh yeah, no, that's just a success. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Anyways, I could do it again, but
Oh.
I'm not going to because it's 5th level. Not wasting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expensive.
At some point my tool set was unclicked. So it says choose a tool.
So that's why.
So
Ah,
that's why
so you
I don't have it.
it.
So am I okay to re-add it back?
Yeah.
Okay. And
There
I
we go.
guess I'll just say that maybe I ran out of supplies or something and I'll have to buy another disguise kit.
Okay.
Can I go buy a disguise kit during this downtime?
No, this is not the kind of town that would have disguise kits.
Fuck.
But you can kind of fake your way through it. It won't be as nice, and you're not going to get the bonuses. We'll stick with our current bonuses. But you were able to ask for makeups and like certain things from the attendants that are at the manor right now.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to look flawless. I just don't want to be purple.
Yes, like you'll be able to get like blushes and like a kind of like a foundation or like powder to make yourself look extra like blotted out like the old English like judges back in the day. If you want, you can have a powdered wig or something. I don't freaking know.
Yeah, none of that's gonna matter because I'll be using the disguise self spell, but
Yeah.
just in case that drops.
When I start throwing counter spells and dispel magics all over the place, yep, no problem.
Spontaneous.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Plan.
Alright,
Activate. Let's dance, baby.
And so the dinner is starting. You see a whole bunch of townsfolk arriving. They're taking their seats. Some of the higher echelon folks are being escorted into the manor and given seats. There aren't very many there. There's just, again, the mayor sees himself much higher above than the. What you do notice is a few of the thugs that you had seen leaving, not leaving, but like kind of dawdling around, have been hired as like security, like not the ones that were belittled, they left and whatnot, but like a few of the thugs were like, "There's a feast," and it's not like Ulrich has paid for them to escort him back to the capital. He did have his own guard for that. So some of the local like mercenaries and stuff like that, not from this town but from the surrounding area. It looks like the mayor's hired a few of those. Again, nothing this group can't handle. If you want to size them up,
Hey, Mike, what if I size those guys up?
there's no hidden John Wicks. That's our Harry Candles or anything like that.
Yeah. I will look over at
Um,
Aviana though and be like, "Hey, some of the basic guys came back. Good thing, because Ulrich is wanted by the mayor for not listening. So
That's
good on
true.
us.
Yeah.
They're not enemies yet."
We might want to clarify that they're here for that, and maybe ask the mayor why there's people here all of a sudden, and we thought that he didn't have enough guard.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that Teverick already did the thing, so I think we're going to be secretly bad guys too. So pay attention to that.
Well, I know. I mean, I know that we're secretly bad guys. I made the plan. I was there.
No, I think the mayor knows that we're secretly bad guys now.
Yeah. So there's no. So if anything else, it'll help our cover if we ask why he suddenly has a bunch of extra guard around. We thought he didn't have any to go hunt Ulrich down.
Yeah.
Didn't we? We had this conversation with him before.
Yeah, he didn't have anybody.
Didn't
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we can go ask him and be like, where'd you get these guys from? That you didn't have anyone to, you know.
Yeah, we can.
What are you doing?
To be fair, I don't know if we would.
Are you on rooftops right now asking me to having this conversation? Are you still doing your
No,
laps?
I assume the party's getting set up, and it's like the guards have come in, and so Almas and I are like, hanging out.
Yeah, we're just saying.
We don't need to bring awkwardly.
It up. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, Mike, the assumption is the guards aren't working. They just stuck around for the feast.
There might be that too.
It could also be that you just see them come. They look like they are taking more of a ushery role, like just trying to make sure things are handled and whatnot.
Almas, to be fair, we're just hired guard. They don't know that we know about the plan. So we could play both sides of this a bit if we wanted to.
Do you want to?
To keep them off our back. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
It would make them less suspicious about us patrolling.
Yeah. How about if someone comes up to us, then we'll bring it up, because I don't want to go talk to the mayor and it blow the plan.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna I guess look like we're planning our like routing, and Aviana's kind of like pointing like to around the outskirts and make it very obvious like that they're talking about like perimeters and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Eventually, one of the
so it's a little awkward, but
one of the quote unquote like town guards guys kind of walk up and just kind of gives you a nod, and just kind of like, "You working too?"
Aviana, you can handle this one.
Why are you working? Didn't you leave? Is this the one that Bach destroyed?
No, that one is not here.
He's gone.
Yeah, I thought everyone had left with Ulrich. That there was no guard left. That's why we're doing this bit. I'm moving my hands around. I forgot that.
He's just like,
also audio.
Once Ulrich left, so did his coin purse, and we all found ourselves out of jobs.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
It's kind of what you get when you're a bit of a traveling mercenary, till the next job. So we were promised at least some free food, a bunch of leftovers, maybe a few silver here and there, and we'll go from there.
Question: what's your name, bud?
He's just like, who's asking?
Maybe a potential employer.
In that case, the name's Mill.
Mill. How much they paying you guys for this job?
Tonight's 5 silver.
That's it?
I got an offer for you. How many people you got?
Roll me a d20.
Ooh.
Mike, while he is rolling that, I totally play
Roll
D&D all the
the roll
time,
the 20.
right?
Yeah, you do? Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I but I am a human and I make mistakes.
Uh-huh.
I do have a disguise kit. It was just further down, scrolling into my backpack. So I don't know if that
So
matters
subtle.
for anything.
There it is.
So
But
it's back to a
I-
19.
yeah, yes, it is
Oh,
back
we're
to
keeping it at
19.
15 now.
Oh.
Don't worry
That's
about it.
fine. Whatever you want to keep it at. But I do, in fact, have one. It was just in my backpack because I reorganized all of my
Who
equipment.
organizes these things?
All right.
What
Me,
is?
I thought that it would make sense it would be in my backpack and not just like a disguise kit strapped openly to the outside of my bag. So I was like, oh, I'll put that there. And then I put things that made sense into my component pouch. I was trying to be organized, and in that I failed myself.
Oh,
See
it's
where that gets you? Almost as bad as
so-
Erica's organized desk.
My desk is, look at that. It's perfect.
It's great.
I have my little man. Anyway, continue.
So
Adam, what'd
Mike,
you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Okay. He's like, there's at least 4 or 5 of us around here, and like, on my team, and there's a couple other teams.
How about this? I got a good deal for you. Because, kind of sketchy. I mean, you know what it's being like a mercenary going around place to place. So
Yeah,
I know the
money's
I
mayor's...
know it.
Yeah, the
Money's
mayor's...
tight.
Yeah, money's tight. Mayor's paying you 5 silver. How about, if anything goes down, and we need some backup, or we need you on our side, how about all your men get 2 gold apiece?
Each.
Each.
I'll see if they're interested. You're not planning on doing anything, are you?
No.
Because there might be a long-term job in here, we were told.
If you're looking for a long-term job, come with us. We have something that'll take quite a while. And again, it comes with food. It comes with the promise of somewhere that will continue to provide a safe home in these troubled times.
We do
Say-
have a job you could go on if you wanted to go on for maybe about a month, a
do.
couple weeks, a month. It's going to be a while.
Let's see, because we were told that
I
if
think
we did a
somewhere
good
too.
job tonight, some new lord with big pockets was gonna
Oh,
But yeah, we...
be paid.
I mean, yeah, we've got big pockets too, bud. How about this? Think about it. Let your men know, but we can get you guys paid for tonight 2 gold apiece, and then you maybe have more in the future. Again, I don't think anything's going to happen, but you never know. You got to keep you on your
Yeah.
toes.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think I'm picking up.
I'll
what
go
you're
ahead and give
putting
him 2
down.
gold.
Oh baby, he bites
Off the
one.
bat.
All right, I got you.
it's a 2.
Cool.
And even then, if things get too spooky, you can just, if you head to, and Aviana kind of like gestures to the road and names the town that they all stopped in that I don't remember the name of. There's some folks there looking for just folks to join them. They pay in safety and food.
Arvi.
Arvi.
There we go.
All right.
Because being alive is better than being dead, and you get paid if you be alive, so.
Yep.
Hypothetically speaking.
Very true.
It's just kind of like I thought they're just we were told
Well,
just
There's trouble, right? Your life's usually in danger. I'm just saying. Anyway, you have a you think so?
give me a persuasion check, please.
So, for anyone who's
Hey,
new
I
to
don't
it,
want this to get ruined. Take a 17.
I have a
Ooh.
17 minus 2. So I talked to Mike and I was like, it'd be way funnier. I asked him if I could switch my strength and my charisma scores, because my strength used to be a 7 and my charisma used to be a 9. And I thought the lower charisma was funnier. So I now have a 7 charisma,
That's
which is
paying
to say I
off
had a
and-
17, I have a 15 right now.
Paying
Oh
off
wait,
already.
persuasion? No, I think it's still a 15. Yeah, this is a 15.
And like as you're saying this, like he's believing you, and then all of a sudden, like a little bit of like blood comes out of one of your eye, and you kind of wipe it away, and you're just like,
Fine,
no trouble.
and
and
I'm
he's
just,
like,
I'm just sick. I have,
"All right,
I have
all right.
an old disease. Yeah, it's fine. Just me.
I'll
Genetics. Not
let
great.
the boys know, and then we'll go from there."
Very nice.
Great.
Oh man, look how... I'm assuming he's
Pat-
gone
Pat-
now. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he
gone.
walks away.
Look how well that turned out. Just a little bit of money, and now we might not have to worry about guards at all.
Oh my goodness.
We should do
Why?
this wrong.
Why do I open my mouth ever? Why did I say
Hey,
anything?
keep
We
being
could just
you.
be like, hey, do you want some more money? Do whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we got there
Could've been
together.
worse.
You are not charismatic, but we got there together. Don't worry about it, all right?
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
And so I'll have both of you give me a perception check.
Time for perception.
My dice away. I don't know why I did that. We're playing D&D all night.
My perception's not great. 15 total.
Wow, I'm on the ball. 10.
Okay. Avianers, everything seems like it's going all right. Everyone's coming in. They're starting to find their seats and sit down. Looks like things are almost at feast time. Almost, you notice trays and trays coming in. Looks like they're setting up a table for food on the outside there. It looks like some are going inside, and it looks like and then you notice that one of the people carrying all this stuff is, in fact, Xavier and Xavier Jr.
Mm-hmm.
as the Elk Moore Tavern is catering this affair.
Oh, Mike's getting
Yeah.
excited for this part. All right.
I totally thought you were gonna say Lord Ulrich.
I'll go up to Xavier and Xavier Jr. Like, hey guys, I'll look at Xavier Jr. You get that thing squared away?
He's like, yeah, everything's taken care of. Just to the northeast of town. Everything's ready.
Northeast. Thank you very much. Hey, what's up with what are you guys catering? I know you're so excited to tell me.
This one's just mainly thinly sliced pork.
Mhm.
That's what we're carrying.
Okay. What else? What all did you bring? Anything else? Anything of the
in
vegetables?
the wagon, we have some sprouts,
Mm-hmm.
some barbecued, not barbecued, but grilled asparagus. You know, I cut off all the woody bits at the bottom, and so it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then we have the what we're known for is the Elk Moore potatoes.
Oh, please sit there for 5 to 10 minutes and tell me about these potatoes.
Kind of busy right now, but they're delicious. They're smashed, and we also got the bald potatoes as well.
Oh.
So if he's just kind of like, don't tell anybody, but then he like goes back to the cart and grabs a couple and he goes, I don't know if you'll be able to eat because you guys are gonna be working. And he kind of gives both you and Aviana like a small little plate of food. He goes, but don't tell anybody. If people start seeing foods being served, they're gonna be attacking these carts.
Yeah, big hush.
That's
hush.
why we were told that the mayor was bringing in a couple of people to help keep the lines moving and keep it going.
Explain to me these bald potatoes. You talked about the smashed ones, but what about these bald ones? What's that about?
Well, what you do is you kind of shell out the potatoes after they've been roasting this morning around the coals, and then you kind of take them and you add some butter and some other stuff. I even grate in a little bit of cheese and I kind of ball them up and then I put them back over the fire a little bit.
Aviana, you hearing this?
Huh?
You don't need to just hear it; they're right there. You can just taste them.
Eat these potatoes. He's telling us more about potatoes. Eat the potatoes.
Okay. And like Aviana, who's been like kind of like not quite paying attention to this conversation and looking somewhere else, just goes, okay, and like takes a potato and eats it and is, that's a potato.
She loves it.
Thumbs up.
He's kind of like he's just kind of uninterested more than a potato. And he's like, all right, well, I got. Don't you guys have stuff to do? I got stuff to do.
Yeah, we're working. Get out of here.
Have you seen Sorry?
No, I think she was at the house at some point, but I haven't seen her in a little bit, a couple hours.
I wonder what dress she'll wear tonight.
Probably the one from the movie.
He looks very confused at you.
Ignore that. That wasn't real. That was out of character.
No, leave it in. It's very funny. Don't cut it.
I'm not cutting it. Believe that.
Nothing gets cut
We can't.
except these
that's
potatoes,
slime.
and then he takes a bite.
I'll be honest, I'm mumble to Almus. I ate too many poisons growing up. I don't have taste buds really anymore. I don't know what this tastes like.
Oh, it's
Is it good?
yeah, it's pretty good. It's got the cheese and the potato and the butter.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We have this all the time back home. We actually sometimes we raid entire villages and burn them to the ground just to get things like this. It's pretty cool. Anyways. we'll go back.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Great.
At this point,
That makes sense.
both of the they've both left and they're back to transporting. You see a couple other people helping them move all their trays of food. They're setting up some stuff inside, like I said, and they're setting stuff outside, and they're starting to you can tell like most people have taken their seats now, and they're kind of getting ready. Some people are sitting, and a lot more people are starting to actually crowd around the front doors of the mayor's manor.
Very cool.
And then yeah, you can see like, oh, I can't see what's going on, and oh, kind of thing. Like everyone's trying to see inside because that's where they're supposed to make the grand entrance. There is a second story balcony that's kind of sits above the front entrance, and at that point, Tevrook and Tally, you do hear a knock on the door.
Oh, who is it? And I like cast the spell on myself.
All right.
It is
Never gets
Frederick.
disguised again.
It is almost time for your grand reveal and for you to address the crowd.
Why, thank you. I shall be seeing you shortly.
Perfect. When you're ready, please send out your attendant to let us know, and then we will make sure that Lady Sori is ready. And then, would you prefer to address the townsfolk alone, or would you prefer to do it with her in hand?
Oh, definitely with her. She is my bride-to-be. It is important.
Sounds lovely, Lord. I'm sure she'll be very happy to hear, as Ulrich did the address just by himself.
What a nerd. Okay. Sorry. Thanks.
And so then at that point, you hear footsteps heading out. You are left alone.
All right, well, I'm ready.
Yes, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
So, you know, it's just me, right? Like, you don't have to...
Oh, I'm trying to get into
Oh,
character.
good. Smart. Okay.
I'm very method.
Probably smart, actually. Let me just do like a... Greetings! Nope, that's not the voice that I do.
I don't know.
Fuck it. We'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah, so you just go let them know that I'm ready.
I mean, didn't you just tell them that you're ready?
No, they said that you needed to go out, attendant, to tell them, and then they'd make sure Sori's ready, and it's a whole thing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do I find her first, or do
Nope,
I find
you just
the
go tell them
attendant?
that we're ready,
Okay.
and they'll, yeah.
All right. I will leave and find an attendant.
All right, yeah. As soon as you step out the room, you can see across the hall. You see Frederick just closing the door of what you would know to be Sori's room, and then he would turn around. You instantly would see. He goes, "Okay." So then he just quickly sticks his head back into her room and says, "You can overhear him going, it is time, my lady." And he goes, "Please, just you two can wait at the top of the stairs. I will this way to the balcony, but please I must get the mayor first, and he will introduce you two." And then, yes, you see him disappear. He goes down the stairs. You see him go to the mayor's study. And then you see he goes into the study. He goes, "Oh, he's not there. Um, oh, just give me a moment. I will have to find him." And you see him kind of go around. Then out of his bedroom, you see him come out, or like from down, like somewhere from the downstairs area. You can't really, from your vantage point, see where he came from, but he starts walking, and he's just like, "Ha, Frederick. Yes, is it that time already? Ha, let's get this show on the road, as they say. Am I right?" Ha ha ha. You see Frederick forces a laugh out, and he's just like, and you just see the mayor kind of walk over, talk to a few of his guests, and goes, "I am needed right now." Takes a quick drink of something, and then he heads up the stairs, goes around the outside balcony, and then heads towards the balcony. He goes, "Please, you two, won't you join me?" And he summons you all over, and he just gives you an emotion. He's like, you two are there. Sori is also there, and he's just kind of like, "Just give me a moment." And the attendants open the double doors that lead out to this. It's not a huge balcony. Like, it's just like a 10 by 4 area, and it's kind of got like a half moon, so it's curved. And so he steps out, and he just kind of like addresses like, "Ah, thank you all for coming to this joyous occasion. Feels like we have one of these every week, am I right, folks? And then you hear everyone laughing and whatnot.
Um,
And you hear like one person says, "Bring on the potatoes!" And he's like, all in due time, my friend, all in due time." And then it's just like he just says some wish-washy, just kind of bullshit speech on how great things are, and who knew lightning could strike twice? It's 2 shooting stars, and blah blah blah. 2 star-crossed lovers have come.
met 2 days ago.
And then he talks about how,
It's
Lord
classic
Glacier
Disney,
will
isn't it?
bring prosperity to our town, and this will ring in the new era of Elk Moore. And yes, and he goes, "Now, I will introduce the lovely couple that will be wed soon. But this will be their first public appearance together. Let me introduce you to Sorilinger and Lord Glacier." And he kind of takes a bow and he waves you in. And as he comes in, he goes, "Ha ha ha." Goes to kind of give you the handshake hug.
What?
Why, yes. And I go. For
And
the
he
same.
like squeezes you like hard, like really hard.
Mhm,
Like he's not
Yeah.
super strong. He's an older man.
mhm.
But it's that kind of like, and he kind of gives you that look like, he kind of gives you like that little, the shifty eyes. He goes, "Ah, yes. Enjoy your speech."
I just smile, a very wry smile.
He's giving you that, he goes like, "I know what you're up to," kind of look.
I know.
Mm.
And as he backs away,
I will be off to the side, maybe like slightly behind the 2 of them. It'd be weird if I was up there with the
Yes.
couple.
Please don't stand with us.
Yeah.
"I'm here to protect your chastity. Do not
I
hold
didn't say
hands."
couple, I meant thruple.
Gets the ruler out. There must be at least leave 12 inches for Unis.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Inches for.
I was like, that's what happened growing up at a Catholic school.
Middle
Leave
school
12 inches for
man.
God.
Mhm.
But
Oh, I was thinking inches of something else.
oh,
my
easy there.
bad.
hey now, very different headspaces there.
Don't worry, Jenny. I was on the same page as you. Don't worry. I was
Thank
right there with
you.
you the whole time.
Thank you. But
right.
Otis won't let you fuck unless he's got a 12-inch dick.
I don't think that's the laws of the land. I don't know if that's true.
That's
You're
what
not
I
from
got.
these lands. Get out of here.
You're right.
Yeah,
it's
you're
We
not
do a
even
different
from
space.
this plane of shit.
Certainly hope not.
Oh. And so the floor is yours, Lord Glacier.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is I, Lord Lutherian Glasser, and you all have been so welcoming in just my couple of days in this splendid town. And I have met the love of my life, and I'll grab Sori's hand and like kiss it a little. And
You're not gonna do the
and I'll
like, kiss her up.
no, just a polite one.
The Gomez.
Be
We're in
Gomez
public.
and
Yes, exactly.
I'm gonna say, oh, and what an honor it was to be thrown such a joyous feast by the mayor, and current lord of town. But it will be such an honor to serve all of you and to be able to grant you the joy and honor and respect that you all deserve as people, and also prosperity. We have lots of that too. And it's going to be just a great occasion for all of us tonight and going forward. My lovely Sori, did you have anything you would like to say?
oh, no, darling, you've spoken so eloquently. There's only one last thing to do. And she walks back, and Frederick is standing there with a box.
Who's
Like,
Frederick?
The guy who brings orange juice.
Your
Oh,
attendant.
okay.
he's like the head butler of this estate.
I thought
and-
that was your dad's name for a second.
So it's like, no, you don't know the dad's first name.
We
Doesn't
do not
matter.
know his
Yeah,
name.
don't need
No,
to
Yeah,
usually
that's
Mayor
why-
Winger.
No, that's fine.
No.
I thought you were saying his name like
Nope.
we should have known it, and
No.
that's why I was
No,
confused.
we don't yet.
And there is a box. It's more of like a cover on a pillow.
Mm.
And he
Oh.
hands it to Sori. And Sori brings it over to you and he goes, my love, if you would.
Oh, what's all this? I don't know what this could be. Does anyone in the crowd have any guesses?
It's a ring.
They're all just like, do
Oh.
it!
Oh, okay. I guess I'll take the cover off.
It is a wooden handle in bronze. Looks like a bell.
Hmm.
And they're all
How
like,
cute.
ring it!
Oh, I shall ring the bell.
Like it's a single-handed
Oh,
belt
like a big.
style.
Okay,
Like the
okay.
kind you hold upside down?
Yes.
Oh, I'm full on picking it up upright
Yeah.
and just clanging this thing.
And you hear everyone fucking lose their shit and be happy. And then Sora's just like, let us feast! You rang the feast bell.
Woohoo!
Oh, I thought it was like congratulations to the happy couple.
Right.
You're not married. This is like an engagement party, kind of.
Yeah.
I know, but like, yeah.
Oh.
And so everyone now is starting to disperse and heading towards their seats. And you see some people coming inside and some people going to the outer rims. And yeah, and he goes, lovely speech, Lord Glacier. And he kind of gives you the, It's very similar to how wink, but more
Wink,
silently.
His skepticism.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I see it. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is over exaggerated, like, hmm.
Oh. Yeah.
He's
Excellent.
giving you the, I know that you know, but you don't know that I know, but I know.
What a lovely feast this shall be. Thank you so much,
A glorious feast.
Mayor Linger.
We are required at our table downstairs.
Yes, of course. I've heard lovely things about starches, apparently. To the table.
And so, yes, you all go down to the main foyer, and there is a glorious table set up inside.
Mhm.
It's a one-sided table.
Like the Last Supper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then pretty much all the other tables are, so everyone's facing.
Like the head table at a wedding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, yes, there's a spot for Lord Glacier and Sori in the middle, and then just to the right of Sori would be Merlinger, and then on Tevrook / Glacier's side would be a spot for the priestess. And then there's a few other higher ranking families that are just kind of sitting there, but there's not very much in this. Everyone else is kind of sitting out front. The big foyer doors are open, the front doors are open, leading to the outside. And they're like, we'll have our main part of our meal here, and then we will go. We have a table set up outside as well for the second course of the meal. So
Lovely.
we will be amongst our people.
Hmm.
And yeah, so as you see Frederick come around, pour some wine, and he just has a flagon of wine and a flagon of ale, and he just kind of offers you both.
What else has everyone else at the table been getting? I want to fit in.
They are drinking mainly wine.
Wine it is then.
Wait,
And
so
then
you said he offers us ale and water?
Wine.
Oh, ale and wine. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take the wine.
Yeah, okay, so he pours wine
Sacramental.
pretty much everybody. Then he goes around and pours, and then you guys kind of use. And then after he pours for the head table, he hands off to another attendant, and then they go and they deal with others. And there's other attendants going off and doing it. Frederick seems to only be mainly serving the head table.
Hmm.
And
I will
yeah,
take a sip of the
go ahead.
wine.
Hmm?
I'm gonna take a sip of the wine.
Okay. It is
just
not the blood wine you're used to.
Good wine.
But does it just hit like wine, or is there anything different about it?
Give me a. I'm not gonna worry about. No, it's wine. It is free flowing though. As soon as you
Ooh.
drink a quarter of your cup, it is topped up. So as the dinner
Right.
goes on, it is not easy to keep an actual count of how many glasses of wine you have drank, because it is. You'll notice that especially Lord Glacier's cup is being topped up extremely quickly.
I'm gonna say Tavrik is probably specifically monitoring himself.
Yeah, and it's almost being like forced. And then every chance you get, you'll kind of see like the mayor just kind of like, cheers and to the happy couple, and you see like Sori's like, you see him like go to sip and he doesn't sip.
Sneaky man.
Like he's drinking little
Can,
bits, but he seems to be not drinking very much. Sori's getting close to woo girl level at this point.
Perfect.
noise.
Fireball.
Can I do something stupid?
It's D&D. What is D&D without stupidity?
I want to see if I can try to sleight of hand pour some of this wine into one of my existing bottles to save for later.
Okay.
Take a shot whenever Tally takes a shot. Let's go. folks.
21!
Drinking game.
Yeah. Nobody
Oh,
seems to
yeah.
say it. Everyone's quite occupied. There are lots of merriment going around. And
No,
everyone seems to be having a good time.
Yeah, I would say, I drink a lot all the time. So I am sipping and drinking, but I'm not like throwing them back because I know that we've got like there's more at stake right now. It's not just a dinner party.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys can tell that they are kind of pushing the booze, especially on Lord Glasher. And like every time you take a sip, you see like the mayor like, If he had you know what, we're retconning, he has a mustache now.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah, on the whole
Mustache, a
time.
cape,
Yeah.
just stuff keeps.
So every once in a while, he sees you take a sip, he takes like a really small sip and just And he's like, haha.
How often like do we notice them coming to top off his glass?
It's just like constantly.
Like every 3 sips.
Yeah.
There's like an arm over your shoulder.
But like, okay.
I think
It's that waiter who's like
If
overly
we-
aggressive with the water jug. Like, listen, I took a sip, stop filling my
Yeah.
water. It's
But
that.
like, if he's going to like, can we tell that he's not drinking that much?
You can't see his goblet.
But like, when the butler or waiter or whatever goes to like pour it in, is he having to like turn it up a lot or like and
They
hold it
don't
for a
seem to be
while, or...
filling theirs as nearly as often. They're filling Sori's as often as they're filling yours.
Okay.
And every once in a while, you do see him like kind of pat his daughter on the shoulder, and be like, that's not have too much, honey. And he kind of looks at Frederick and just kind of like gives him like an eye. He's like, so he seems to be slowing down on the refills for Sori, but does seem to be pushing the refills on you two as well still.
That's fine.
And so, yes, there's a nice first course comes in. A second course comes in where it's just like, you're getting the nice potatoes, some nice meat and whatnot. And as far as our outside group goes, Bach, you see what you've overheard in the speech. You were above it. And
Okay.
so you just have a good view of it. Unfortunately, where you are, no one's bringing you any food. You see a lot of the other guards, and you look down and you see Aviana, you see Almas, and you see like somebody kind of come over and be like, I was told to bring this to you. It's like a small plate of food. And you're like, Unis, damn it.
If I shoot, well, no, never mind. I will just wait patiently. I can get something to eat later.
And yeah, so you just see a lot of merriment going on. It looks like the town is having a quite a good time. At one point, you see somebody like get up and like move pretty quick, and you do see a guard kind of like step by and just kind of watch them, and they're all like, "Oh, I just slipped a little bit," kind of thing, like something that could almost be construed as a dance move, and like that got shut down real quick. And then yeah, the rest of the dinner goes quite lovely.
Mike, I do have a thing to interrupt with.
Okay.
And this might be sequence breaking and it might be weird. So you play it how best you want to do. But we are within 100 feet. And Mo is in the cell with Bevan Kaken.
Yes, he is.
So I'm going to know if or when he gets taken out of the cell.
Definitely.
Good. So, and again, if there's a big Avengers moment where he picks up the hammer and that's the part where you want to let me know that happens, that's fine. but he's in there with Bevan Kaken. So let me know if something happens or do it dramatic. But just letting you know that I will know if Bevan Kaken has been talked to or not. Cool.
And
How
go ahead.
many guards does it look like there?
Right now, you see they're almost acting in like groups of 3 or 4.
Head count.
And there's probably in total, from what you've counted, probably about 20 to 25 on the outside. You're not sure what's on the inside. And from your looking at them, they're pretty much like, you're like, I could kill you in one shot. I could kill you in one shot. I could kill you. If you walk up next to him, I can kill you both in one shot.
Jesus. Oh, okay.
In other
Pocket
words,
serial
almost
killer.
like if you were to get into trouble with these ones, it would almost be like they were, quote unquote, like a minion.
Okay.
Mm.
5th level spell off the table. All right.
Carefully aim. Just keep aim. Finger like carefully on the trigger.
None of them seem to be looking up. Like, you can tell they are not like highly trained. They don't seem to see much more than what's in front of them. Especially now, some of them are getting food, grabbing the odd bread roll here and there. A lot of them seem to be sitting down a bit more often. Like, no one's really caused any trouble. They've had to shush a few people who have had a little too much fun and whatnot.
If he sees Aviana pass one, I will say that like she'll like if someone's sitting down and being tired, there's an awkward like shoulder pat and like a thumbs up, and then she'll keep going on her patrol.
Oh, that's the one I'm supposed to kill. Okay.
Oh God.
Target marked.
He's been marked.
He's been marked. All right, I keep careful aim on that one. Ready to pull the trigger at a moment's notice.
And so,
As part of the bit, I feel like Aviana would just know. She would know that Bach is playing something dumb, and she'd look up to where he is and just go. No, she doesn't do that. She goes, just shakes her head and goes, no.
kill him.
Come. She told me to kill him.
No. Just shakes her head. Eyes making contact. No.
Oh, you did this. You did this, so he pulled the trigger.
To be honest, it's probably that cacophony of emotions of the waving her hands to catch his attention, eye contact with me, and then the like cut off the head of like no, realizing it's wrong, and then shaking her hands and just like wagging her finger.
At that
and saying,
point, you
no.
feel an arm on your shoulder.
Hmm?
At that point, you feel an arm on your shoulder, a hand
Who
on your
does?
shoulder.
Me
You
or
do.
him?
Aviana does.
Yeah.
If he did
And as you turn around, it's another guard, and there's like, hey, no dancing.
Oh no, I was talking to my. Was that? Is that
You are not allowed to wave around your hands like you just don't care.
I mean, I do care. I was waving my hands because I care a lot, like
All right,
a
well,
lot.
just knock it off.
Yeah. I got you. No dancing. I know this rule. I was just, you guys don't have like hand signals you do with your team at all. Like, how do you communicate from far away?
We walk
It's the
over,
sword
and I
of
put my
us.
hand, and you put their hand on your shoulder, and you tell them what you're gonna just like,
Yeah,
what I
but
do
like,
right now.
what if you can't? What if they're like up on like somewhere else? Like you can't get to where they are. Like it was just hand signals. Don't worry. You know what?
He
Don't
looks
worry
kind
about
of
it. Don't worry about
dumbfounded
it.
at this.
Yeah, like think about it. You can use hand signals, right? Like hey, go. I don't know what direction I'm pointing in on a camera. I can't help. Go, and then she says the right direction, and you can, No.
I assume Almost is like halfway on a round doing a circle, sees that, and just keeps walking past it.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do.
Okay. Yep. Anyway, no dancing. Gotcha. Bye. Turns and looks off into the woods.
She
to
told
see
me
if
to
there's
assassinate one of them.
No.
So, at
Don't do
this
that.
point, Mo hears a knock at the door.
Oh, hey, what's going on there? Oh, wait, actually, I'm not going to speak because I'm invisible. I'm a small little animal. Not an animal, actually a fiend. Hey, there's somebody here. Or maybe in his pocket. If he has pants or something, or even if he has high top shoes, wherever, Mo's 6 inches. He'll get on his body, though, and like hide on his body.
And then, like, the door opens, and it's like, Bevan. And he's just like, yeah. He's like, do you want out of here? He's like, yeah. Like, I have a deal for you from the mayor. Option 1. We behead you in the square tomorrow. And he's like, not my head. That's attached to my body, which is attached to my legs, which I use for dancing.
Oh god, they're made for each other.
And then he's just like, exactly. He goes, option 2. We secretly bring you to the courtyard where there might be some sort of dance off, we are understood. And if you win your freedom. But then after that you must leave town and never return. He's just like, oh, okay. And he's just like, all right, are you ready? Are you warmed up? And as he like hair flips, you see the sweat because he's been dancing this whole time with Mo. So he's already got a good warm up going. He's already a little sweaty, a little glistening, and the torchlight kind of reflects off, like he almost sparkles. And he goes, I'm ready. And he goes, and the mayor had this for you, and he brings over a box and he opens it and he goes, shoes, perfect.
Oh,
And he puts
God.
on these like sneakers.
Love
And he
it.
goes, come with me. And he like takes a large, like oversized robe and puts it on him and like shackles his feet. He goes, just in case you get any crazy ideas, let's go. And then, so yeah, following this, they go up. They don't go back. Like Mo would know this, not the way that they came.
Mhm.
They continue down the hall further beyond, and they keep going away from the house until they find a roughed-in like staircase type thing that starts going uphill, and they start going up, and more, and then they open like a hatch, and they come out, and the sun's just starting to set, and he goes, "We'll have to make an entrance. No one can know about this. It's integral to the secret
This is
secret
beautiful.
plan." And with that, we'll cut back to the party back at the head table. The mayor's like, we should be having some dessert, but first we must go and meet the people. You know, the shaking of hands, the kissing of babies. I'm sure you're very used to this, Lord Glacier.
Oh, absolutely. It's my specialty.
Sorry?
Second course is, I mean.
And then he doesn't even know what he's laughing at. He's just laughing because he just does that at the end of all your
Which sure
sentences.
anyone does.
And then he just kind of like,
Okay.
Sori gets up. She has a slight sway to her. Like you can tell this ain't her first, ain't her first feast.
I'll help her.
And you guys go out to now you go outside, you get some fresh air, you're meeting some people and whatnot. You're, doing the shaking of the hand, you're doing the kissing of
Shaking
babies,
the
and you hear people
babies.
muttering like, is he gonna be throwing any gold? Or kind of like you hear that muttering going around every once in a while.
Hmm. Is he going to be throwing any gold?
Oh, they were asking me that? No.
They're not asking you.
No,
You
no, no,
hear
no, you
murmurs
just
in the
hear them.
Oh,
crowd.
I hear it. Yeah, I heard it.
He's like, I've already
And-
done that part.
I'm asking you.
Motherfucker, I gave them 100 gold yesterday. Hell no.
And so our the three eyes that we have scanning the crowd. Bach, you see them all coming out. Aviana, you see them.
Well,
Almost
to
you
be
see
fair,
them.
we're scanning the tree line.
I thought you
looking
guys
for
were
ex-
doing rounds.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking to see for Ulrich and his little bastard men
Okay.
to come in from outside of town.
Also pay
So I
attention
don't
to
know
the
what
party.
Almace is looking,
I'm
but
paying attention to
Aviana's
all of
looking
it.
out to the woods.
Yeah,
Both of you give me actually all three of you give me perception checks.
Of
Time
mercenary
to
party.
fail another roll.
Yeah,
Mercenary.
mercenary party, give me.
That's worse.
Not bad. Not
8.
bad. What'd you get, Bob?
I only got a 10.
18
Sucked.
for Almas.
So almost as you're starting to head back from the back end of the building and coming towards because you hear the commotion going on near the front, you kind of hear something off to the side, and you see this hatch lift, and you can see this cloaked figure coming out of it. You knowing, you kind of headed that way because Mo kind of gave you the heads up.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that happening, and then you move towards the front of the manor because you know now that you know Glacier's out there. What was your roll? Sorry again.
18.
18. Okay. Yeah. You get back to the middle. You see everyone's crowding around. Further up the road, like you can just barely see, you see 3 figures on horseback starting to come towards the gathering.
Mm-hmm.
You see a robed figure. You can't really make out what it is. The easiest thing to pick out is there's a like white large stallion in the middle, flanked by like a brown and a black horse.
Okay. I'm assuming close to Aviana, I'll go to her and like, heads up down the road, go ahead and get the guards we bribed and let them know something's coming. And then I'll use a message spell to Bach. I'll just put my hand on my ear, like I have an earpiece in. Bach, heads up, something coming down the road. Again, don't shoot unless shooting starts. But just heads up.
I do what was asked of me.
Where's that
I
dude
go
we
to the
bribed?
guards and I point out and I'm like, hey, like, there's trouble coming down the road. It's a heads up.
And they don't seem to like once they're not coming into the party, they're still kind of just hanging back.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just kind of see them off in the distance. They're hard to make out, but they're just at the end of your eye line.
As long as everyone is aware,
Mhm.
that is what matters to me.
Don't worry. I'm random guard number 6. Avian will tap her bow. Like, I got your back. We've got your back, and she'll gesture over to where Almas is and vaguely to the roof where Bach is.
And he just kind of gives you a
No one
nod,
wants
yeah.
any trouble.
If they get any closer, they're gonna get some trouble. And he kind of like punches his fist and like kind of grinds it into. And he's like,
Yeah, that's the spirit. Good job, bud. Pat, pat.
Stop touching people. Pat.
Mercenary thing, right? They're very like ooh and then like I like footballers, right?
Keep doing your thing. I'm not gonna stop you.
Arm slash.
I ain't saying
"Are
nothing.
you touching
Almost
this
isn't even
person's
there.
butt?"
No, I slapped him on the arm, on this like on the
Okay.
shoulder, like papa.
Like a
Good job, bud. Yeah.
And so, yeah. So you see like everyone. You see the mayor kind of motion over a few of the guards, not the ones that you were just talking with, but a few of the other ones. And he's just like, "Oh, just give us some room, please." And you see them kind of disperse the crowd a little bit. So now it's like the mayor, Lord Glacier, his priestess, Sori, Frederick's there, and like a couple of the guards. But most of them are starting to disperse the crowd. So now they have like a wide berth of like, we'll say like a 20-foot circle.
Hey, Mike, real quick.
Shoot.
While this is all happening, also, can I do a darkness check, vibe check?
Yeah.
Just real quick. How are we feeling today? Fucking god awful. Oh my god. If thank god for advantage, I'd like you to know I've rolled a 7, or I've rolled a 5, an 8, a 1, and a 10. So that's a 13.
It's pretty much what you've been getting this whole time.
Just the whole blanket. It's not worse, is the point.
No, they've got
Okay.
anything worse. No.
Okay, good.
And so, as the group it starts to disperse, there's now some room to move around, and then you see Frederick disappear off into the crowd, and it's like, oh, he's just like, would you like to say another word, Lord Glacier, amongst your people?
Oh yes, my real people. Yes, I am very much a man of the people. So it is great to see all of you. Hope everyone's enjoying the meal. Has everyone had a good time?
And they're all like, yeah. Woo!
All right. Did you
And
all
you're
hear
like,
me?
throw more gold.
Did you hear me ring the bell?
Yeah, we like bells. Feast.
It was good.
Gold.
Feast. It was feast. Yeah, free food all night. That's another gift from your new Lord Glasser. Hope you all enjoyed this lovely dinner. It's not over yet. There's always more potatoes. Am I
Everyone's
right?
like, yeah. Dessert potatoes.
I don't know about that. Someone talk to him. Someone talk with that man.
it's just
But in the
from
meantime,
instant.
everyone enjoy the rest. I will be around town, obviously, for many years to come, and we will have an excellent relationship, each
You
and
hear
every one of
a
us.
bit of a scoff after that line of like, "I'll be here for years to come." You kind of hear the mayor go,
From the mayor.
and he's muttering under his breath like, "We'll see about that." And he kind of like twirls his mustache a little bit more.
Yeah.
Dang.
And at that point, you see Frederick coming back, with a box.
Oh.
It's a sturdy box, like a foot and a half tall kind of thing. And you see the mayor kind of come over and stand upon it. It's almost like a stool, like not really a stool, but like a small benchy box. And he kind of stands on it. And he's just like, almost you would know Mo is coming closer and closer. You can feel his presence getting closer to you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's not very far.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And they're just like, and at the mayor standing upon this box, and he's just like, I would love to say a few words as well. Mainly that we have a fraud among us. And he's like, dun dun dun. He
I look
lies.
around like, oh, who could it be?
He
A
goes,
fraud?
he plans to take his town from you hard-working folks, but I would never let this happen. I, Mayor Shaw Linger,
Shaw.
will always protect his people and do what is right. I would not let this charlatan come anywhere near my daughter. But you ask, how would such a man ever be stalked by such a lowly mayor of this small but great town of Elk Moore? How indeed?
Oh, indeed.
From what I've understand, his magic powers and prowess are to be unmatched. The only person who could potentially beat him in a fight is Unis themselves. But I, Mayor Linger, know your one weakness. And I plan to exploit it. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. I overheard you. You
How
did
could
not
you?
know we were there.
No.
You will
Anything
now
but that.
fall down. You are challenged to a dance battle for the town.
Curses!
And I
must
bring-
comply.
And I bring forth my champion. And you see, all Frederick's just like,
Oh my God.
the microphone's not picking it up. There we go.
Slow clapping?
He's just clapping. And then all of a sudden, the group starts, like, it starts parting. All you hear is, like, a hooded figure starts coming out.
Who's out there?
And then all of a sudden, he just goes, ah! Throws off. And as he comes into the circle, standing right near you, he gets like, Frederick, unchain him. And he comes over. He now has, like, manacles on. And, like, unchains Bevan. And he just, like, struts a few moves out. And then he, like, goes over to the priestess. And he goes, don't worry, sorry. I won't lose this. And he, like, turns back.
Wait,
And
what?
he's like,
He
let's
goes over
do
to the
this.
You're near her. Yeah. Continue.
And then he, like, does a couple little
Oh,
spins
I have
around.
story. That's right.
And he's just like, he goes, and he kind of looks over at the priestess, gives her a wink, and he goes, for your honor. And he goes, let's do this. And then Frederick, like, reaches, like, the mayor steps down. They open that little boxy bench thing, and he pulls out, like, a little drum, and a couple other people pop in with, like, little violins and whatnot. And then the, starts to play. And then Bevan starts like bam, 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 and starts like doing his moves. He's got the high knees. Almost, you kind of like almost can sense Mo doing the moves. Like they've been practicing this for the last like fucking like 4 hours in the like the jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, Bevan's busting his moves out. He does a few like puts his hands down, does a jumping Y, holds a foot, holds a pose for a sec, pops back down. Then he kind of looks at you, puts a hand on your shoulder, does the whoop, does the wave like the liquid wave through, and he kind of steps back, kind of like moonwalks away from you, and he's like, "See if you can touch that glacier."
As he goes to as he goes to like put his shoulder on me and do like the wave through, I like to think he like pushes me away, and I like spin a couple times, and as I'm spinning, I recast disguise self, and like from my head down to my toes, it's still the face looks the same, still looks like a human or an elf, I think. Yeah, an elf. But he is wearing now just like a full tracksuit.
Oh my
with a
God.
bucket hat on.
Oh my God.
And he's spinning out, and then he kind of stops, and he like poses. And then he's like, yeah, let's go. And then he starts getting his feet into it, and he starts fucking trying. He's full beat.
What's it? Did we get the tomes?
Yeah, we dancing for the town. Let's go.
I'm gonna try and wake up Sorry if she's
Oh.
like.
Oh, Sorry's there. Sorry, she's fine.
Okay, I know she was drunk. So.
And so, can I get a performance check?
Performance.
Oh.
Is this like multiple performance checks to see like is this like a?
Like a full on.
Because obviously we know my portion of the plan is that we're gonna let him. He's gonna win.
These are like the opening moves. This is like your
perfect.
opening statement.
Perfect. 20.
Ooh.
Okay, woo! I can do good. We're fine.
30.
And so,
not
yeah.
natural, 30, 20.
And so, yeah, it looks great. And Bevan's like taken back by this, and like physically, like takes a step back, like almost like backs into the people, and they push him back in. And as he comes forward, he does a front roll, and then as he gets back to his feet, he kind of jumps and does like a flying knee towards you. And then he gets really close. And he does that like that contemporary dance, like kind of like being pulled away. So it's like one foot comes forward and the arms shoot forward, and he like jumps back. And he does a few more moves. He does like an electric slide to the left, electric slide to the right, couple spins. And how well does he pull off the big move? Ooh, that's a 15. So he does a move. It's good, but it wasn't as good as yours. Everyone's just kind of like, oh, Glacier's got him. Oh, shit. Oh, Glacier's got him. Another guy's just like, hey, are there any more potatoes? Another guy's like, I wonder if he's going to throw gold next.
Oh, yeah. This is my weakness. That tells you how good I am at everything else. Let's go. Round 2. I walk out into the middle of the circle, and I do like a jumping like toe touch right in the middle. And then I land and kind of like, bam, perfect, like feet right together. And I start fucking getting it. He's getting it again.
Roll that performance again.
How much time did you two spend looking up dance moves?
No, none. This
0.
is my life. This is my life.
Curious.
Jake
This is the
gets
life
it.
that I live. This one's a 9.
Okay.
Just had
So
The
not-
toes
not
aren't
very good.
pointed.
No.
The
mm-mm.
knees are slightly
Knees are
bent.
real
You're not
bent,
getting proper
yeah.
extension.
Mm-mm.
And as you land, you almost roll an ankle. But you're okay.
Mike watches so much Dance Moms. It's
I watched a little
ridiculous.
I have kids who just finished their dance. Just finished
Okay.
dance recitals.
So that checks out.
That was like 3 weeks. 3 weekends ago was nothing but back-to-back days of like 4 hours of dance recitals.
Mm.
While this is happening, by the way, now that we're in the middle of this, I will motion to Bach to like, come on down. Like I motion like, come here. Because once this is over, I'm not, this is Adam. Once this is over, you don't have to skedaddle. And if you're fucking 120 feet up and 100 feet
Yeah.
back, like I'm motioning to Bach, like, hey, let's come on, let's go.
Is he within 120 feet of where we are?
Yeah, I'd say
Okay,
that. I
I
don't think
will,
that it's only like a second, like a 2.5-story building.
Yeah,
like
just
it's not a
like
huge
20
building.
feet tall or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit bigger than that. Like especially if he's at one of the peaks, it's probably like
Yeah,
60 feet in the air.
60. Damn, that's a
I'll-
big house, Mike.
It's
I'll-
got peaks,
Okay.
and he's on the peak.
I'll just message Bach.
Probably closer to
and
40,
say,
50 actually.
Bach, meet up with Almus and or Aviana down here.
He's starting to make his way down. It looks
All
like.
right, good to know. Goodbye.
As he's doing that, can I get a perception check from Almus and Aviana?
Okay.
Yo!
Hope you did good.
Finally! I
There you
did!
go.
Yay!
Perception? What do you have?
3.
I have a 21.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Almus is too worried
Oh.
about like figuring out where Mo is. He doesn't want Mo to get trampled on or anything, so he's worried about his little boy from the really down under. And so, as Aviana looks away, she's like, "Fucking hope Mo gets trampled," and looks back. The three figures that were further down the road are now coming. You can see dust around them.
Hey, whoa. We're gonna get in the middle of those guys. And I'm gonna gesture to the guards as well to be like, the guy I'm standing beside, like elbow him and like gesture and be like, they're gonna make a mess of it. Let's go.
Are you going with them or just stunning the guards?
No, I'll go with them.
Okay, so as you head
Gotta
over
start
towards
leaving.
there,
I'm gonna also. I think. No, I'll leave it. Keep going. Yeah, so I'm going with them.
and so just as you're going with them, you kind of just take a quick look over your shoulder to motion to Almas that you're headed up the road. And as you do, you just see in the circle as Bevan starts doing some more dance moves. He starts doing the like left foot kicked up, drop down, back right hand touch, then back as a back left hand touch, or his left hand touches, his right foot goes up, left foot down. He's doing the kind of like some Rasputin shit now.
Also, if they
And
don't
he's-
stop, I'm gonna draw my bow and point.
And
at
he's
them.
doing that like spinning around as he's doing it.
Nice.
But can he pull it off? That you can see he's already pretty tired from all his dancing he's done. If he would have known this was happening, he probably wouldn't have spent the whole time dancing in his prison cell.
He's gassed himself.
Did we not tell him?
But he's got a
no.
unnatural 20.
That's
Ooh,
good.
unnatural.
And so he's hitting these moves, and then he kind of goes and kicks almost too hard, and you think he's lost it, but he actually like does like a bit of a barrel roll, and then lands on like almost in superhero pose,
Ooh.
and everyone starts losing their shit. And it looks like it's a round each, and we're getting close to sudden death.
Cool.
That is a question. Because I'm going with Aviana, of course, to block these dudes off, but I'm looking over my shoulder. Whenever it seems like maybe this will be the final blow, let me know, because maybe Tavrook's going to have some bad luck that he wants.
No, you're good. No, I got this.
You don't need. Well,
No,
You don't need to fail.
I'm okay.
And so
I need to fail, but
you make yourself fail.
yeah.
Oh, well, you got it.
so as you head out,
Because you can't say I'd like to fail this roll.
no, I'm making you roll for it. Fuck that.
You'll make me roll to see how convincing I fail.
All right, then
Potentially.
I will assist him in failing.
And so, as these horses are now rushing towards, what is your plan to stop these horses that are now barreling at you?
Oh, they're running?
The horses
I-
are now entering a sprint.
I draw a bow. I draw a bow. Of course, I draw an arrow.
And as
I'll
you do
just
that,
wanna-
the side horses come in front and almost like protecting the cloaked figure on like the white stallion.
Uh-oh. They have a problem. I'm not aiming for any people. Hey, Almas, you had a way to stop this? Otherwise, I'm gonna do it and it's not gonna end very great.
Yeah, when they get within 30 feet, Mike, let me know if they're not stopping. When they're within 30 feet, that they will be stopping.
And yeah, they get to 30 feet and they're not stopping. It looks like they're trying to get to the circle.
Does Bach see this going on?
Well, okay, and before we do that, dude, we just want to take a horse?
You're climbing down, and so you'd be on the opposite side. And the fact that Bach is like 3 feet tall, he would have a hard time seeing
he's not-
over.
He's not climbing down. He's got Brutus with winged boots on him.
Okay, because I thought
Flying
the
over top.
I
okay,
got
because
4
all
hours
this
of flight.
got you to or messaged you to climb down and
Well, he told me to follow him, right? It's
Okay.
the reality. I don't need to be on the ground to follow him.
okay. So where is Bach's position then?
Up in the sky.
Okay, so you're flying on Brutus.
Yes.
To be fair, I did say to meet up with Aviana and Almas down
Okay.
here.
I'm not really.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
Bach
he's
isn't
above
listening.
me. I have a plan. So they're
Yeah,
within
but
30
Bach's not
feet.
gonna listen.
Let me know.
So as they're still rushing towards. It looks like the 2 outside horsemen are now kind of like providing cover for the other horsemen.
Before
Mhm.
you spell, I'm gonna hold an action. If your plan doesn't work, and they keep running, or something happens when the horse fails, I'm gonna hold an action to shoot one of the horses
Gotcha.
Okay.
in the
Yeah, almost
in the leg
will.
if I can.
Kind of like in Ghost of Tsushima when he pops the sword like right when he's about to pull it out and kill somebody. I got my hand on my great sword on my back, pop it out a little bit, And I'm casting a 5th level spell that I have not used before.
Mhm.
And Mike,
Ooh.
I know some people get sensitive about it, but you know, I'm gonna hit the horses as well as the people. But you know, we don't have to be aggressive with the horses. Maybe they get a tummy ache and fall down. Whatever.
I was ready to
I'm
run,
casting
of course.
Steel Wind Strike.
The fuck does that do?
Steel Wind Strike. So basically, almost puts his hand on his sword, and then everything slows down really, really slow. And I pull it out, extend it, two-hand it, and he basically, in a 6-second period, I teleport to every single target and hit it, and then teleport to another one and teleport. So I'm basically slow-mo teleporting and hitting stuff really hard. Think of
Okay.
Nightcrawler from X-Men.
Yeah.
With the sword.
For anyone who's played League of Legends, this is a Yasuo ultimate. Please continue.
And that's 5 creatures, so I'm going to go for 3 of the horses and the 2 guards, and I'll leave the dude in the middle alone. But I'm assuming,
Okay.
well, we'll see. I'll hit the horses first, and it takes the horses out. Then I guess these guys will be falling off their horses. We'll see.
Yeah, you're easily able to take out / non-lethal trip the horses, no problem type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that would cause the 2 outside or now blockade of horses or riders to fall to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get pretty fucked up as they're pretty much knocked unconscious as they hit the ground.
Oh, so the guys. So when I take out the horses, the 2 dudes on the horses,
They
the
fall
guards,
off the horses,
they're unconscious.
and we'll just say they pretty much get knocked out.
Okay. So as for
The rear
yeah, go ahead.
rider at that point, in slow motion's throwing off his cloak,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Lord Ulrich.
Make an attack.
Bum,
Dun,
bum,
dun.
bum.
No.
Make an attack then, because I get 5.
Anyone but that. Yeah.
So I only did 3. So this dude's getting the second or getting the 4th one.
Well,
Okay.
isn't he off his horse though? Isn't his horse like?
He's
flop,
still
flop?
on his horse. You said you want to take out the 2 front guys.
No, I take all 3 horses.
Okay, so as you take out his horse for to make it
Dramatic.
Dramatic.
a bit dramatic, as you take his horse out, he kind of jumps off of his horse and almost jumps over the group and lands with his arms spread and on one knee. Not quite superhero pose, but pretty close to it. And as his cloak billows off of him and just kind of floats in the wind, he goes, "You wouldn't dare have a dance battle without me."
And then I teleport
would
behind
you?
him and do an attack.
Okay, let's go for the attack.
I'm
Wait,
also.
is he in the dance
Tum,
circle or is he in
tum,
front
tum,
of us? Wait, where is he right now?
This is
he couldn't make it there, so he's still out, and
Oh, he's in front of us. Okay.
he's behind you guys.
Well,
Tonk.
this is non-lethal because it's this guy. I don't need to kill him. But yeah, I'm not gonna roll it. It's a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, you just fucking pop him in the back of the head, and he just drops.
Yeah, because it would be 60-10 force damage, but I guess I don't need to roll.
Good lord.
This
So
smells
yeah, take out all
funny.
these horses, and then that
Do I
dude
get
can
to
just,
pull the trigger on him?
he's unconscious, Bach,
No,
Is
no,
that
no.
6d10 per person you hit?
per person. So technically, all the
Good
horses
strike.
and all the dudes would have took 60.
So is that a yes?
No, that's good.
As you're floating around a flying metal dog above.
Yeah, just punch this dude in the back of the head and keep dancing.
And so yeah, it
We'll-
looks like
we'll
Ulrich
drag
was
the
trying to
body.
join this dance battle and throw his shoes in the ring and then try to win the town, but he's just been knocked out the fuck out.
We're gonna we're gonna ask the guards to maybe move him out of the way so it doesn't disturb the current.
Ooh, let's tie him up. Bach, let's get down here and tie this dude up. Let's get this dude.
Someone else could lift him. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, one of the guards looks like they're grabbing him by the ankle and they're starting to drag him away.
Cheers.
You see another one kind of pat him down and take a bit of his coins and just shove them into their pocket.
Love it.
And so yeah, that's been kind of dealt with.
He's got some real fancy rings if you want those too.
I'm taking his shoes and everything.
Nice.
And yeah, so
Those
back in the
horses for me.
the dance ring, Bevan and Glacier are locking eyes. You can almost feel the electricity in the air. There's almost heat lightning goes off in the background.
Oh yeah, we're
And he's
walking in a circle, eye to eye, and there's
Oh
a
yeah.
crowd around us, and we're walking in rhythm.
And then you almost try to fake each other. He does a small move, you do a small move back, and it's you're tit for tat right there. It's a chess game going on right now. And then he just kind of stops and he's like, "Your move."
Is this the one, Mike?
Wrong. choice. And I'll start. Tyrook is going full like capoeira.
Then as soon as you start doing your move, he's not waiting for you to do his. He's rebuttaling your move. So it's like a clash of dance moves at once.
Right? Does he know capoeira? It's the whole point. Is he supposed to like go back and forth?
Yes, he now knows it.
Oh,
It's like
perfect.
he just loaded it into the matrix there. I know
And this
breakdance
is-
fighting.
Yeah, and this is Tyrook saving his combination dancing and martial arts for the last step. So he starts doing like the fucking overhead kicks and like passing them right in front of his face and doing like spinnings and stuff. And then I'm assuming he's giving it back. And then
Oh yeah,
as
you
he
guys are
goes-
almost like as you both like go upside down in your spinning kicks. It's almost like the teeth of a gear, like they're intertwining and just barely missing each other. It's and then you guys kind of pop up, go for both, like you do the same thing with your hands, almost do like helicopter spins, and then like as you both go do like a backflip, your heels hit and you kind of kick off of each other.
and I beef it.
Oh, roll me that performance.
Okay.
The way Mike describes it, I thought these two were gonna fuck.
Our legs were definitely scissoring for a second.
Something. What's D&D if you're not smooching?
Exactly.
He's got a 19 for his backflip.
16 didn't even need to beef it.
And then as you do it, you hit and it just slides out. And then as you lean back, that rock just gives. And then your jaw just hits the ground. And then Bevan does a front roll, jumps in the air, and then lands on your back. And he's like, check. Place. And he's like, and he's just like, ha. And the mayor's just like, huzzah! I beat you, Clasher! And Bevan's like, and now I'll claim my prize. And he's just like, sorry, you're mine now. And like, as he looks around, like, he steps towards like this random girl on the outside. He goes, we will now run away together. And you kind of get the impression he doesn't know who the fuck Sori is.
Oh, motherfucker.
And Sori's just like, my love, Bevan.
Goodbye, everybody. Good night.
And he's just kind of like, you see
I
that?
thought
Like,
he walked over to me because I was holding up Sorry. Jesus.
he didn't know who Sori was. He just heard her mentioned a few times. And then Sori's just like, what? He's like, he goes, oh, she comes over. He goes, Bevan, we can be together now. And she's just like, oh, you're that random girl who kissed me. She's like, I'm the love of your life, Bevan. We are going to be together forever. He's just like, nah, you're crazy. And she's just like, what? Bevan, you love me. He's kind of like, yeah. And she just like starts like poking him like, you love me. And the pokes are getting more and more aggressive. And then she's like almost like smacking him. You love me, Bevan. We're going to be together forever. And he's like trying to walk away. She's like grabbing him by the shirt. She's like, no. You are going anywhere. You love me. And she looks, she goes, it's your fault. Points at the priestess. You did this to him. You stole him from me. And then you stole him from me. And she like looks at the girl like he just randomly went to.
No.
And then
No. Hold up, honey. I did not steal anyone from you. I'm dropping the accent.
You all stole my Bevan. We're supposed to be together.
Wow. Well, no, my strength is not strong. I
Bevan,
won't slap
if
her.
you don't love me, you won't love anybody. I'll make sure of that.
Oh, Tyrook jumps up to his feet real quick.
No.
Maybe. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna like go. Shh.
I don't know what that
I'm
means.
trying to take her
Guess
out.
who's too
I'm
busy
gonna
trying to convince friends to
headlock
steal
her.
stuff.
Do not.
As you start getting close to her, can I get perception checks?
Yeah, sure.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Good.
Yes, who had the darkness?
22.
You start to see a mist coming off of Sori.
God damn it.
And
Yeah.
you're two,
No.
me and Alphys are nowhere. We're just like, we're dicking around with the guard.
And Bach?
We're like
Two of
40
us.
feet away.
There's the two of us.
And she's like, I love you. You love me. If I can't have you,
Wait,
no one
wait,
will.
Okay, hold on,
What
hold on.
what if I really love you?
And then you just hear somebody stand on that box that the mayor was on, and you just hear, but I love you, sorry. And everyone stops and looks, and it's
Frederick?
Xavier. It's Xavier Jr.
Xavier Jr.
And he's just like,
Oh.
I've always loved you. It was I who left you those things, not Bevan. It was always been me. And she's like, Xavier, but you're just a tavern keeper's son. We could never be. He goes, I would give up all the potatoes and all of Elk Moore for you. I'd never have one of those delicious smashed potatoes ever again if it meant that I could have your heart for just one day. And she's like, Xavier, is this true? She's like, and he like hops down and he goes, yes. It should have been me who was taken. I was the one who was dancing just as much as Bevan. And he like does a couple moves. They're not that great, but they're okay. And she's like, Xavier, is this it? And the father's just like, this can't be. No. Banning is dancing. No, dancing is banned. Guards, arrest this boy.
But it was the power of dance what defeated me, evil Lord Glasser.
And then you just see a man walking with a tray of potatoes, and he's just like, and it's Xavier Senior. He goes, Mayor, why don't you chew on one of these for a little bit? And he just kind of reaches over, takes one of these potatoes, these smashed potatoes, takes a bite, and he goes, that is delicious. Just like our children's love. And he goes,
Oh.
isn't it? And at that point, they both look and there's like, we can make this work. And he's like, I remember you and your wife used to dance all the time, Shaw. He goes, Xavier, you're right. What have I done all this time? And Sori's just like, you see the darkness like subsiding off of her.
Okay, good.
As
I'm gonna
as
collect what little bit there is in the air in the mirror.
and then you just see like Xavier like take her hand in his, and they lock deeply into each other's eyes. And then there's like they look like they're just about to lean in and kiss. And then he pushes her away, holding her one hand as she flies back, her right hand flying off, and he just holds her hand, pulls her back. She does a spin. He dips her and just plants a big kiss on her, and he goes, to the future of Elk Moore. And everyone's, to the future of Elk Moore! And he just kind of goes, thank you, Glacier. Without this couldn't have been. 3 cheers for Glacier! And everyone's like, hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! And you hear one person's just like, throw some more gold!
You people are greedy.
And with that he goes, and the mayor's just like, where have I gone wrong? And he comes over, Glacier, you have taught me a valuable lesson these days.
And that was really the whole point. It was all a thing. I'm just glad that you were able to finally see the light and appreciate your daughter and the town for who they are.
He goes, yes. And he goes to twirl his mustache. He's like, no, I'm a new man. And this is a new Elk Moore, a united Elk Moore.
Do you want to dance?
You can dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind.
But if your friends do not dance,
And if they don't dance?
they are. He puts his hand on your shoulder. He goes, no friends of mine.
S, 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 A, 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 F, F, F.
And then he starts dancing. The whole town starts dancing. And everyone's dancing. What is the group doing?
Oh my god.
I will dance my way through the crowd to where the rest of the party went.
Where is Xavier Jr.?
He's dancing in the middle with Sori.
I'm gonna message this fucker. Like, dude, you could have saved us so much time if you'd have just told somebody.
But
No,
she
this is
loved
the way the
Bevan.
story
Our love
come
was
out.
forbidden, and I can't.
She loved you, you dumbass.
She didn't love him.
She didn't know she loved him.
That was a catfish. It's fine. This is the way to find out.
I imagine
Fish
they
cat.
come and find us, and like at least
Yeah.
Aviana and I assume almost are sitting on the back of Lord Ulrich, just like hands
Yeah.
on like elbow, just looking at the crowd and going, "Okay, well that went real well."
Yeah,
Yeah,
guess so.
it
Yeah.
ended real after school special. I thought we were gonna like get ready out with like torches and pitchforks, but they
Ugh.
kind of love me still. It's weird.
I assume Bach has come down with us because we're all
Yeah,
hanging
he's
out.
kind of like still hovering like a few feet off the air,
Hey, Bach.
up in the air.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, Bach, you know, you did real good today. I appreciate you, having some restraint. But after dealing with this town, I wouldn't blame you if you shot somebody. But don't do it now. But these people are fucking crazy.
What about this guy right here? Can we? He's already unconscious. Can we just like give him the old?
Nah, I mean, like,
Wait,
let's
did
just...
you shoot? Like, did you loot his body?
Yeah, we've already got his
Yeah,
stuff.
the guards took everything.
Horses
The
and
guards
everything?
took it all.
Okay.
Yeah, he's tied up. I mean, here's what we could do. We could kill him, or let's leave him
I
and
don't
see if he
think-
shows up later.
We can drag
We
him
can-
behind the cart.
We can tell the mayor. We can just hand him over to the mayor.
Yeah,
and
hand
they
him
can
over,
do
he'll go
whatever
in
they want.
jail.
And we can say, he was coming to disrupt the sacred dance battle of Lord Glasser.
Guys,
Uh,
he's not a criminal. He was doing the right. We were the liars.
Yeah.
What do you like?
That's not what the
No,
mayor thinks.
but no. Here's the thing. He was coming. This is a very sacred dance battle competition that the Lord Glasser has to do, and he was coming to interrupt it. And
Yeah,
he's
but
now
isn't
here
all
to
that-
steal.
Isn't
or
that
do-
all
you
shit?
know?
Like
Yeah, it
a
was
whole
all-
big
Yeah,
lie.
He doesn't know.
They don't know that, and they don't need to know that.
Here's what I'll say,
It's
guys.
fine.
Guys.
But like, what if the dad again gets clouded by money and doesn't allow Sorry to be?
That's not a problem
Do
anymore.
with him.
How about
Well,
this?
Want us
no,
to go
I'm
leave
saying,
him by
like,
a tree? Let a
if
bear
this
get
guy
him?
goes back,
Bring him with us. Bring him with us to the next town. Here's my thing. If we leave him alive, maybe he shows up later and we gaslight the shit out of him. It'll be so
Oh,
fun.
I mean, I want that so badly. I want us to roll up to the Capitol with Tavruk looking normal, but him recognizing us three and going, it's you! And we go, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes.
And him going back into town and being like, Lord Glasser did these things! And
I have an
What he's talking
idea.
about.
We can tell him we don't know what you're talking about. We found you in a ditch. You'd been beaten by your own guards.
Yeah.
We don't know
Oh
what
my
happened. We just
gosh.
found him beat up in a ditch. And we don't know this town doesn't exist. Sorry, who? I love this plan. Keep him unconscious.
Hey,
As you all look
We'll just
back,
bring him to the
Avi?
caravan.
as you all look back at the it's starting to disperse and they're giving them a wide berth, and you just see Sorry stop and look deep into Xavier Jr.'s eyes, rips off his little cooking cap, rips off his apron, and he goes, "It's been you all along." And it's like one of those sees all that moments.
Mhm.
And then he's like, "Oh, I never noticed how handsome you were." He goes, "Not only am I handsome, but I can dance as well." And then he just keeps dancing.
Is he dance some?
He's dancing.
Love
Oh.
it.
What happened to Bevan?
He's leaving town.
He got another girl.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a
Oh.
minute.
Oh, hey, okay, before we leave, guys, Avi, real quick.
Huh?
Can you are we drugging this guy and gaslighting him to make him think that it was all a sham and he doesn't know what he's talking about? Because if so, can you craft something to make him a little woozy and then I can just go take some wine and douse him in it. He'll think he was drunk for days. And we can just make him think it was all a weird dream.
Can we just Looney Tunes
So
this weird
Mike-
town where the fucking screen closes in around us and we walk off into the sunset back to our vibe?
So, Mike,
Well, before that happens.
there's an old blood hunter mechanic for the mutagen where if someone else drank your mutagen, they would only suffer the negative side effects of it.
Okay.
It's not there anymore. Can we keep that?
Depends on what the side effect is.
This one, it's disadvantage on whiz saves that I'm gonna give him. Essentially, the idea of he's gonna be woozy as fuck,
Okay.
where it
I'll allow it.
destroys his wisdom.
So we're heading to
I've
Not
gotta-
Chicken now?
Well, we have to head back to town to the thing.
You gotta finish the party, people. There's currently a dance party going on.
We're not dancers.
Yeah, plus Bach, they're giving away free booze. I have
Oh yeah,
to
Bach, go
get
get your potatoes. Go get your potatoes.
Oh yeah, Bach, go get some
Mhm.
free potatoes.
Also,
Not
Sorry
apples.
owes us 69 gold, so
Not apples.
Where do you have the money?
That is also.
Oh, we have the money? Oh, yeah, you're right.
I don't know if they have
Anyway.
apples, but we can go check, Buck.
Yeah.
I
guess we
would
can
like-
Besides,
call it.
I can wait until after the celebration.
Right out of the garbage.
Right out of the garbage.
No, Buck.
Totally
Oh, to
garbage,
eat.
yes.
Okay, I thought you were talking about something else. We're gonna have a serious chat, Buck.
About what?
Why?
Later, not
You
today.
didn't do anything. You just stood on a
Yeah,
roof.
we did great. It was good today. We didn't kill anyone that didn't need to die.
Okay.
No one died, to be fair.
No.
Except for
Yeah.
hopefully. Anyway, can we get him into our guest manor, and I'll keep an eye on him tonight. I'll
Yep.
see if I can whip up some sleeping drafts and
Cool.
keep him out.
And so
Actually,
the
Almas, do you
bear,
have a spell for that, Almas? Do you have a spell to keep him unconscious?
Yeah. It's called
I,
Steel Wind
uh,
Strike at 5th level.
I got a couple spells that'll keep him unconscious.
But yes,
Yeah, it's good.
I assume.
It's called
So I
left
guess
and right.
we party, and then in the morning
Yeah.
we leave, and we gaslight this dude on the road, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we just
That's
we'll
the
take
plan.
him. We'll take him out like about halfway there. We'll stop. We'll put him in a ditch. We'll not even put him in a ditch. We'll put him in the cart. We'll just leave him in the cart. Untie him, and when he wakes up, when he starts to look like I'll give it like what actually I mean, technically speaking, when you get like knocked out, quote unquote, you're out for about. If you're out for more than a minute, there's a problem. Welcome to D&D rules, whatever. Whenever he looks like he's like he's waking up, I'll just like feed him this potion, and he'll have a real bad time. But it'll make more sense to seem like his guards. Although to be fair, if we're going off of the idea of the guards beat the shit out of him, he looks real clean right now.
We can change
Real
that.
kind of like real unbruised. Like we might want to deal with that.
at this point, Frederick kind of walks up with like a
Oh,
flagon
but I
of
can
wine and
heal,
just like
so, like-
throws it on him.
Yeah, just throw one on him.
There you go, Frederick.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he goes, Lord Glacier, the mayor would like to speak with you.
Oh,
And at that point, you
You
turn
are-
around, the mayor's walking toward you, he goes, Lord Glacier.
We
I-
just like awkwardly like holding a cloak
What?
over Lord Ulrich's head, just like
that's cool.
not a buddy.
Frederick just jumped wine on his body. It's cool. They know what's up.
Are you planning
they
on
do.
disposing of him and kicking him out of my town?
Yeah, kinda.
And then shall you stay with us and bring on the new era of prosperity with us?
Oh,
Lord Glasser, we have other business to take care of. Other fair maidens.
But
Perhaps
the
across the land?
dowry, what's the status? Do we still get to keep
Hey
that?
guys, I think it's in the cart. Let's go.
Yeah,
yes.
we'll go.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll go get it.
We'll go
You
get
can
it.
bring it to the manor, and then
Mhm.
you know what? In the sense of how things worked out, just half will be fine.
Sure.
Good.
Great, 100,000 gold, no problem. Yeah, we got it. We'll go grab that
Hey,
Okay.
Bach.
No.
Let's kick
right
this
now.
dude
Hey,
real quick.
hey, Bach. Hey, Bach. We gotta go get some gold.
Yeah, we're gonna get the gold.
Yeah,
I'm not
understand.
going.
Everyone take a kick on this guy
Understandable.
when we leave. Everyone kick him as we leave.
No,
Mayor, if you want to have a kick at it as well.
I'm not going yet.
You're not okay. Well, we're all heading to the
No.
cart. I don't know where
You
you're going,
guys
Tally.
can go.
Tally, you have like you
I'm
don't have
not-
a lot of
I
time
don't know
to use
who
there.
Tally is.
No, has the mayor walked away? Wait, has the mayor walked away, or is he still here?
I don't
He's
know.
still there.
Oh, well,
I will be right
he's
back.
just-
What is happening to this Bevan?
He was leaving town. He wanted to leave with the other girl.
No, he was being forced to leave, but where is he?
No, he said he wanted to leave with the girl. He said, "This place is fucking crazy. They kidnapped me. I'm leaving."
Oh,
town."
so okay.
Yeah, he said he wanted to leave. Yeah.
he'll be
I
heading
thought he
out,
just
yeah.
grabbed another person he thought was sorry.
No,
No,
he
he
doesn't
just
know
did
shit about
less.
Tori.
Oh, okay.
Sori's delusional, and he just grabbed the person he's really in love with and left.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right. Well, then
yeah,
before we
we'll-
leave, I'm gonna go grab a crate of wine.
We'll go get some potatoes.
stealthily.
Then we'll go get your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you're grabbing the thing, you'll hear ahem, and you turn around, and it's Frederick. He goes, "Can I ask you what you were doing?"
Who's he talk to?
Yeah. Who's?
He's talking to the priestess who's grabbing a crate of wine.
Gotcha.
It's sacramental.
And then he's just like,
run
"You're
off
going to want that
swords.
box to the right of that then."
Why? What's wrong with this box?
You'll thank me later. And if you grab that
Aw.
small box there, there's things for Fred Moses as well.
Interesting.
And then just as he's about to walk away, he looks back at you
Do
and
I
he's just
believe
like,
him?
Yes.
roll insight if you want, sure.
Okay. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, looking over the next, like, you kind of peek in the box, the crate you're looking at, it looks like standard table wine. And then you know, which is like the wine that was being served outside. And then you look to the box that he pointed you towards. And that's the stuff that was being served at their table.
You know, Frederick, I like you.
And he goes, don't mention it. As he takes 3 steps away, he turns back and he goes, a wink. And he walks away.
Oh my god, we gotta get out of this town.
What the fuck?
And with that, we'll end tonight's episode.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on the Isle of Misfit Rolls, our D&D actual play.
Beautiful. It's so stupid. I love it.
And make sure you catch us on YouTube in the next following days and on podcast networks around the globe and on this Sunday. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next week on the Isle of Misfit Rolls.
I don't know.